In today's video, we're looking at the backtesting results for the moving average crossover strategy. A lot of people requested it, and honestly, we got some pretty shocking results, so stick around. What's up, team? It's John from Beginner Trading, and I appreciate you joining us here today for another beautiful backtesting session. Like I said in the beginning, we had a lot of people request the moving average crossover setup. This strategy happens when you have a long-term and short-term moving average that crosses over or under each other, and you usually get a really nice surge in volume and momentum to take advantage of as a day trader. It's shown to be extremely profitable under the right conditions, and really that's what today's backtesting session is all about. We're trying to see when the best time to approach this setup and strategy is so you can have a better time trading it yourself. And really that's the entire point of backtesting any specific strategy, is to find out when you should attack it and when you should leave it behind. Remember, if you want to help support our completely free day trading, swing trading, and investing content, you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button below, and remember, we day trade live on stream for free every weekday morning on YouTube. And so if you click the bell next to the sub button, you'll get an alert every single time we go live or drop a new video just like this one. Now, with all of that said, let's take a look deeper into the backtesting results here.
Okay, so like I said in the beginning of this video, we're using the 26 SMA and the 12 EMA. For this example, we're going to use the white line as the 26 SMA, and we're going to use the blue line as the 12 EMA. Again, whenever a long-term moving average crosses under a short-term, that usually signifies a bullish or upward trend. And when the short-term moving average is above the long-term and crosses underneath it, that signifies a bearish or downward trend. I have personally traded many of these moving average crossover strategies before, and I can say that they can be very powerful if you approach them in the correct way. And you know, waiting for the moving average to actually cross is really crucial. Sometimes the moving averages will get close together but not quite cross over each other, and if you jump in too quickly, you can really easily get faked out. And so the key with this setup and strategy is waiting for them to actually cross. And looking at this example, you can see the momentum that happens many times when you actually get that crossover. And so that's exactly what we're testing here, is how accurate this crossover strategy is using those different moving averages. And really, there's a lot of interesting information that I hope to find during this backtesting session. Obviously, I want to see how accurate this type of setup, the crossover strategy, will ultimately be, but I also want to see the favorable conditions, time of the day, so forth and so on. So if I do start trading this strategy, it'll really guide me on when and where I should do it. Just like my other series videos on backtesting, I'm using what I call the IO or tally method, which is a manual backtesting method. And luckily, I did a backtesting session a few days ago on penny stocks, which are what I'm actually testing here. The reason I want to test penny stocks is because they have more momentum, and sometimes with these crossover strategies, you're really trading off of that momentum. And so I think with penny stocks, we might have a little bit better results than some of the more choppy or sideways mid and high caps. And so hopefully this works out, but we just have to see how the test goes here. But again though, since I already have this list of about 64 stocks in the last month, I'm just going to go ahead and use that same list for this test here. Mostly because I'm wanting to test the same type of stocks, and I'm really trying to do a series on penny stock backtesting results because I have started trading them again. And so with that said, let's take a look at the backtesting. After finishing about halfway, I started to notice a really obvious trend here, specifically with the time of the day the crossover was happening. And so I really started to focus on exactly when the crossover happened and started documenting the time of the day it did happen. That way, once I was actually finished with my testing, I could compile everything and try to come to a logical, useful conclusion with that data. When the testing was done, we had some really great results here. We had 118 total instances of this setup, and I really like that this was over 100 because that gives it more validity in this instance. And out of those, 92 were successful and we only had 26 failures, giving us a pretty solid accuracy rate here of 78%. Now remember, this is the scalping way to approach this trade, and I'm sure you might get better risk reward but have slightly lower accuracy rates if you chose not to scalp and instead took the longer term route here. One of my favorite pieces of data from this backtesting session was just how accurate this setup was before 10 a.m. market time. You know, in the first 30 minutes after the bell, stocks typically have more volume, they have more liquidity, and they pick better trends in the end. That showed here because out of the entire group of 26 failures, 19 of them were after 10 a.m. And I have a lot of theories for that. My guess is that volume just seems to dry up and the trend becomes more neutral, but what that really shows us is that before 10 a.m. this is definitely a home run strategy with parabolic or low float penny stocks. I think it makes a lot of sense to really target it there. And per the data, it was just much more successful in the first 10 to 30 minutes of the market open. We had larger follow-through moves, a lot more opportunity, bigger percentage gains overall, and a lot of other good stuff in that first 30 minutes. And I know that's definitely when I'm going to specifically choose to target this strategy. You know, when you have results like this that show you the home run time to trade this setup is in the first 30 minutes, you have to listen to your statistics. And really, this is one of the entire benefits of backtesting to begin with. I've talked about it a lot before, but there's no reason to test if you're not going to listen to your results. And so we'll see how that goes on stream. But the real way you have to approach this setup from the backtesting results is jump in, ride it up for a few minutes, and then jump out. If you try to hold these type of setups long term, eventually the trend's going to change and it's going to turn into a losing trade. But if you don't get greedy with it, you take a few cents after each crossover, it can be an incredibly profitable strategy from these backtesting results.
I told you guys we had some pretty good results for the moving average crossover, and honestly, I'm really excited to implement this strategy into my trading. If you want to see how my personal trading goes with this exact setup, be sure to join us on stream every weekday morning at 8 a.m. market time right here on YouTube, and you can watch to see how I specifically trade this setup. Another thing is that if you want to see any specific strategy back tested just like this video, let us know right now in the comments below. You know, our viewers give us a lot of great ideas for video topics, backtesting results, plus more, and so don't be afraid to drop us a comment and let us know what you think or what you want to see here. Another great way you can help support our free investing, day trading, and swing trading content is go check out Trader Mike's Discord. It's a penny stock Discord that's extremely active. It has a lot of profitable, consistent traders there that are really open to helping new traders like you and everybody else. And so be sure to check that one out. I'm there every single day hanging out with everybody, talking about trades. You can also reach out to them if you have any questions about content or anything like that. It's an extremely active penny stock Discord, and like I said before, it's really the reason I got back started trading and testing these penny stocks. You can also go check out our personal Discord, and just like the last one, I'll leave that link in the description if you want to reach out to me, ask me any questions, or see my trading after the stream every day. Another really nice way to help support us is by go checking out Weeble's platform. It's a completely zero commission platform that has really nice free options trades, a free paper trading platform, and if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks ranging from like $14 all the way up to hundreds. And so you might as well roll the dice and get a free stock or 2 through Weeble, and just like the last ones, I'll include that link in the description as well. Remember guys, trading takes a lot of time to find consistency. It's not something where you're going to get rich quick and just start making all this money in your first week or two. It takes a lot of conditioning and time to get yourself at that profitable level, and so you just want to make sure you have reasonable expectations for it, because a lot of stuff comes with it and it's really difficult to get started. Remember, it's not a quick race, it's the long game that's really going to help you achieve success, and so I hope that makes sense, and I hope you have reasonable expectations for your own trading, and be sure to backtest any strategy you're unsure about or have never traded before.
With all that said guys, remember to check out our other videos, and have a good day team.